My name's Adam Mesa. I'm the lead pastor of Abundant Living Family Church. We're known for, a handful of things, but one of the biggest things we've been known for is worship, our experiences during service. We leave a lot of space to worship God. We always do creative approaches and our sound. So the byproduct of that is for over a decade, people have been asking us, when are we going to start doing our own music, our own worship? And really, if we're honest, we never really felt that was something God was leading us to. It's something we naturally desired, but we just never really felt like that there was like this release of God saying like, yeah, you guys should do that. We've done film over the years that we felt like God had released us to do. We've done other creative elements like plays and other stuff that we felt like God released us to do. But we always felt like if we wanted to do something that was worship and music, we wanted to do it because it's what God wanted, and it's not because it's what everyone else was doing. So one of our things about that was, well, we want God to give us something fresh, and we want Him to give us something new.
Whatever it is. Hey, all that you've done. Come on. One of the unique things about this is it's not coming from one sole person. I'm the worship leader at our church, and I love it, or the worship director, and I love it. I love leading worship. But to have my idea coupled with a drummer's idea, coupled with horn player's idea, coupled with a bunch of musicians' ideas is what I believe makes this situation super unique. One of the things Phil mentioned that Pastor Adam wants to hear and see is a lot of things we would do as far as key-wise, the horns will replace that. So I know we hear like, bum, 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 on the keys, but we'll let the horns carry, even if the keys still do it. But a lot of the chords and those punches that we hear the keys doing, let's find a way to reimagine it.
The Bible references the time that Jesus will call us will be like a wedding feast. And if you ever go to a wedding, there is no sad music that is played at a wedding. So what we want our church to do is be the sound of a wedding. We want it to be the sound of a feast. And so we want to take this gospel, soul, jazz, and funk and do this in such a way that when people come, they say, I felt like I did go to a wedding. I felt like Jesus called people to Himself and they were saved this Sunday, and people grew in their relationship with the Lord. Every single Sunday at our church at Abundant Living, we make invitations of faith to Jesus. That is the wedding feast. And so we believe that those songs that we sing at the beginning are so important that sets us up for the rest of the feast, the rest of the ceremony. So the hardest part was, what sound could we do and how could we combine these things? And so I reached out to my friend Jimmy, who's a great musician, who's a believer, and he is extremely educated in the area of jazz, has his master's degree in jazz. And then we gathered some incredible Grammy winner musicians that we knew in other states that Daniel has worked with in the past. And we just got in a room and we spent the past 3 days, 12 hours each day, taking some of our favorite worship songs and saying, how can we make these songs sound like a wedding feast? How can we make these songs sound like something that you would want to collectively, with any church that you're in America, rejoice and smile and be full of joy by singing these songs and by putting this music together the way that we have. And so we believe that we've been doing that, and we believe that we've started to do that. And so we're excited that this summer, we're going to have the Summer of Sound, where we're going to release these songs and we're going to all sing these together. And that's going to be our first step to then doing our own stuff, our original lyrics. But we first wanted to honor God first with the sound before we took the songs. And that's what we're doing here today.
Here we go.